Gorgo appears to be succeeding in an assault on Egypt's military ally, the Aztec, in a war Cleopatra has luckily not gotten pulled into. With just a few more technological upgrades, this could soon present Egypt the moment it's waited for since the Bronze Age. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in our In Denial series. So I am going to start this with a few combat moves. I'm going to pull this Apostle back near our holy site so we can heal. And let's see what we can do. Shadet has just finished building a bank, so we have a lot more gold income per turn now, which is really quite nice. Part of me is tempted to go ahead and build a sewer. But also, I do know that I have a general need for additional troops in this area. Specifically, yeah, I need to go ahead and start training an additional line troop here. And then Memphis has just finished training another cuirassier, so I can go ahead and form an army here. Now, that was our very first army. I mentioned this at the end of the last episode that gave us the last arrow score that we needed to lock down a golden age for the next era. So that's useful. Let me go ahead. This is just going to take 2 turns. How close are we to the actual transition? 4 turns. Let's build a sewer just to get Memphis, you know, if their housing limit can get a little bit higher than this, it'll encourage that city to grow a little faster and potentially get bigger than Eritrea. I'm kind of hoping that we are going to have an opportunity in terms of, that we're going to be presented with an opportunity in terms of this city just being taken by cultural pressure. I think it's quite possible that Eritrea could fall to cultural pressure. Even if we're also at war with Gorgo at the same time, that could happen. So let's see. Looks like it's time for me to go ahead and gain sources again with our spy in Sparta. So I'm okay with doing that. Let's also see, you know, this food tile has gone unimproved for literally the entire game. Let's go ahead and fix that. Also, those fishermen have been on fire for most of the game. So that's another thing that I could do if I was feeling a little bit generous. All right, this trader in Sais is done. We've been trading with Rockadet. Probably the best move to continue doing that, but also maybe a little bit of extra production wouldn't be the worst thing. Akhetaten would provide less food, 1 more production per turn. I kind of like the idea of staying with Rockadet, honestly, because it's only 1 production point difference and it'll help us grow faster. All right, we're going to fire on these guys now. And the nice thing is that this unit should be getting very close. Yeah. 3 more combats like that, and that unit will get a very, very powerful promotion. Edfu is also going to resume its trade with Rockadet. We have this ironclad heading out here. Now, of course, I still want to see if I can grab some of these goody huts with our privateer here. Let me see where this one is. If I select my skirmisher, which can actually be promoted, so let's go ahead and promote them to a ranger. All right, so we can see 1 here. Perfect. All right, so we're going to coastal raid that in the very next turn, and we're going to start coastal raiding some of the other goody huts in the area, and hopefully get some additional benefits from that. Thankfully, though, we already have the historical benefits locked in, so there's a part of me that wants to wait until the era transition. Gorgo has finished building the Hermitage. Okay, so she has a ton of wonders. She's finished Big Ben. She has Alhambra. My God. She just has so many. Many dispute the actual start of the modern era, but you know it was when Egypt discovered replaceable parts. You know it was.
Many of us take better care of our automobiles than we do of our own bodies. Yet the auto has replaceable parts.
Huh, indeed. All right, so it looks like we might need oil.
Water and air, the 2 essentials on which life depends, have become global garbage cans.
Well, that was too real. Yeah, we might need, I would think. Yeah, we're going to need oil. We don't actually have any oil income right now. Obviously, I need oil, period, but we also need a lot of oil if we're going to sustain the kind of army that's going to put a dent in Gorgo. So let's see here. Oh, this is tough. I don't want to replace any of my policies right now. Yeah, I'm going to wait until I have a better government type. I think that's the better move. I thought I heard them get promoted. So this ranger just got a really nice promotion that's actually going to come in very handy for our combat, upcoming combat with Gorgo. Now that ranger cannot be seen unless there's a unit adjacent. So that'll be handy for kind of keeping an eye on rogue units that kind of wander into my territory. I can sneak up with the ranger and do a fair amount of damage. A fair amount of damage is what I meant to say. But I spoke too quickly, which never happens. All right. We just have some amenity issues. You know, I can address that in part. Let's take a look at what resources I have. Because I think I can probably... Right now I have whales, gold, sugar, olives, turtles, spice, honey, coffee, gypsum, and tobacco. So let's just go through and see what else I can do. I have honey. I did not have amber. So what would it take right now? Yeah, sure. That's 1 gold per turn. All right, next. Mansa Musa, do you have anything for me? No, nothing you can trade. Pedro, haven't traded with you in a while. Do you have anything? I think I already have cotton, but thank you. Montezuma, do you have anything? Ooh, you have silver. Okay. What would it take? I can sweeten that pot somewhat. I don't think I had silver already. Now, do I make a military alliance with... Oh, I can only have... Dang. I wish I had just a multilateral military alliance. That would be fantastic. But I can create a research alliance, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Let's become research allies. See if I can gain some research points. I'm going to have to do some trade routes, but I might be able to swing that. We'll see. Okay, and then let's keep going down the list, though, because there could be some additional goods here. Oh, yeah, wine. Yep. What would it take? Nice. All right, so far they're not asking me for a lot here. Ambiorix, what do you have? Oh, I still don't have an embassy with you, really. Salt and cocoa. What would it take? All right, this is a little bit more, but I'm going to go ahead and pay that price. And then finally, Shaka. You don't have anything that I could really take advantage of. All right, resident embassy. Resident embassy. Nice. So I'm kind of nervous to look at this, but... Okay, no one's making progress here yet. It's not going to be much longer before we have to start seriously looking at who might snipe the victory at the end of this. Okay, let's go ahead and figure out where our oil is. And I'm hoping there's plenty, because I do have some desert in my territory. It's not a lot, but, you know, fingers crossed. Mass media is going to be our next cultural development. Less war weariness than usual will come in handy. Not a lot else that I can do beyond that. Okay, so at this point, I think, yeah. I'm training 1 more line infantry here. Let me go ahead and give the order for a line infantry corps to be trained here. So that this line infantry that I'm training can go merge with this one and this will be a line infantry army that I can then upgrade into a... Oh, what's the name of the next one? Just infantry army. Of course. I don't know why I was thinking it was called something else. Some of the additions that they... I love all of the additions. I can't complain about any of them whatsoever. But the upgrade lines for the various unit types in the game have certainly become more complex over time. So... let's go ahead and just add a shipyard in Swinet. Although, maybe I can do some additional military building here too. Let's see. How close are we to... Oh yeah. That's probably a better idea, to be completely frank. Let's go ahead and train a bombard instead. It'll take 5 turns. Okay, that's much more useful. I'm going to have my ironclad just hang out here in Thebes. And it does seem like there's another Nubian apostle kind of poking around where they shouldn't be. We have this apostle currently healing up. You are really posing a problem for me right now. Just kidding, not anymore. Might be possible to improve that field cannon before long, but I would love to have them down for the final assault. All right, let's do a coastal raid. The villagers share a hidden technological secrets. Nice. Your knowledge of flight and radio has advanced considerably. I'll take it. Wasn't expecting to get 2 boosts in one there, so that's quite nice, given that I'm spying on Gorgo for similar progress. Excavate artifact. Cleopatra. Stone tablet. Awesome. All right, so we're closing in on Gorgo's culture and science per turn. As I've said many times, doesn't mean we're actually caught up to her. But it does mean we have some progress. No, I'm not going to... No. But you're willing to give me 25 gold per turn for that. Mark this item as unacceptable. Refuse deal. Sorry, Kublai Khan, I really can't trade that away. It's helping me way too much. 2 turns. I'm really curious to see if we can end up in a situation where Gorgo is actually at a bit of a disadvantage here. And I think there's a good chance. I'm cautiously optimistic. Any other military units I could build here? Part of me is tempted just to go ahead and build a trebuchet, even a trebuchet army, knowing that I will eventually be able to upgrade it to artillery. It'll take a bit, but I'm making a ton of gold per turn right now, so why not go for it, you know? Okay, hang on. I want to try to prevent this unit from creating any more shenanigan right here, so yeah, we'll just kind of hold them there to the best of our ability. We can always train a guru as well to heal up that apostle. We don't have to heal them on the holy site. We could use a guru instead. So, hang on, before I look at that though, don't I have some opportunities up here? Yes, I do. Let's do another archaeological museum. And that's going to be some additional culture per turn too, so that's handy. All right, now we have all of these up here. Can start moving that unit out a little bit. Now let's use our ranger to continue to spy for things that I can get from... Okay, I can't do anything there. Hang on, where's another goodie hut? I know I saw a second one. There's one. So I can always use this lens as well. Just use the scout lens like this. I don't have to select my ranger. So I'm being somewhat convoluted about the way that I'm pulling that lens up. Quite a lot of coastline down here. Looks like Teotihuacan is holding its own. Only 2 turns left in this age. Let's improve that tile there. Next turn, 1 turn left in this age after this. How many people are still at war with Gorgo? Oh. Okay, yeah, you can establish an embassy. I wanted to look at this. Okay, all 3 of them still at war with Gorgo. Nice. It looks like they're backing off slightly. Some of their religious units in the area, though, are not. Okay, so Thebes also has an opportunity here. I have a pike and shot corps. Let's go ahead and train a third pike and shot, and that can make that a pike and shot army. Now, we don't have the ability to upgrade that pike and shot yet, but we will very soon. Did I have the heal button there? No, I didn't. Okay. Got excited for a second. Alright, tell you what. Let's go ahead and do some damage here. Alright, that apostle is now much weaker. Can't actually fight them this turn, but will be relatively soon. Part of me still wishes I had that ironclad watching that encampment, but I think the very next combat, or 2 more combats, will promote this unit, and then I'll be able to do a little bit better with them. Especially once I can make that a machine gun. Excavate artifact. Longsword. So we've got a medieval artifact here. Now we definitely have our Golden Age locked in. Ah, look who denounced me. Alright, so here's a moment of truth. Let's see how Gorgo does. If she drops into a Dark Age, then she's going to have a real problem. The world enters the modern era. We're in a Golden Age. So, Amonitor is happy.
Engineering is the art of directing the great sources of power
Nice.
in nature for the use and
Okay, no, we're
convenience
not
of
actually
man.
bringing in oil yet. I saw the niter and I thought it was oil. Alright, so we can now build battleships. And we have spotted oil in my territory. Frickin' fantastic. Okay. First of all, let me quickly annihilate this apostle. Which would be good for all of the surrounding cities. Watch this. This would be. It might even help Memphis. Oh my god, it even helped Memphis. Get wrecked. Alright, so, yeah. I would say Nubia, even though they're my ally now, they haven't done particularly well. Can I ask her for a promise? She hasn't actually used one of her charges in a while. It's so interesting that you can have this kind of a intense religious battle despite the fact that you're allied with someone. Alright, so the Jerusalem city-state has given me a new quest, and Ungazar Gamu has given us a new quest. I need to get that oil sorted, though. So, first things first, let's get a builder, make dedication. Damn it. Man, Gorgo is just... Now, thankfully, it looks like Teotihuacan, or Montezuma, has a heroic age, which is great, but she has a golden age. I don't... Man, it has to be, at this point, it has to be due to the wonders she's building. That's got to be it. Alright, so we can continue to have access to that special Casus Belli if we use the 2 arms dedication, but now that it's just a golden age, not a heroic age, we can only pick one of these. And I love the idea of the Heartbeat of Steam bonus. 10% production towards industrial era and later wonders. Campus District Science adjacency bonus provides production as well. That's going to turn Memphis into a production powerhouse. But 2 arms also gives plus 15% production towards military units. So you know what? I'm going to go with that because we need to lean into the need to attack militarily. That's really the only way we're going to beat Gorgo at this point. And she has wonders that if I take them properly, you know, she's not going to be very happy with me. All right. Steel will be done in 2 turns. Alright, can't quite build a university yet, but that will be happening very soon. Oh, we have some oil up here too. Oh, that's fantastic. I hadn't noticed that. Check that out. Alright, in that case, tell you what, I want you to build... Wait, I can build a mausoleum at Halicarnassus still? What? Hello? Alright. Let's get a builder here. I'm going to buy that tile outright so that we can have access to it as soon as possible. Not that we can do anything with it right now, but that's a huge win. Let's get my Inquisitors back into Akhetaten. because it looks like these religious units over here might need to die as well. All right, so that's yet another artifact, plate mail, and we got some era score for that, starting in the new era. Discovering a lot down here, and we are probably about to uncover a little bit more of Nubia's territory. Next turn. Oh, wait, just kidding. What's this? I can kill this barbarian scout and gain some experience as a result. Oh, they didn't actually die. Next turn it is then. Gorgo's talking trash. Her army is weakening, by the way. You noticing that? I'm noticing that. Okay, nice. So we have some power now in Akhetaten and in Rakhadet. We're also now damaging the climate because we are burning coal. So we'll have to be mindful of that. I'm just going to go ahead and build a sewer in Rakhadet, unless I can buy it. Not quite. I can buy a trader. Ooh, that Ferris wheel is tempting. So if I start improving the water park, that's going to give me additional culture, additional tourism, and amenities from entertainment. And eventually the bonuses from this can apply to nearby cities as well. That might even apply... Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Oh, it's one off. I didn't realize how close it was to potentially helping Rakhadet as well. Wow. Okay. Well, this is going well. All right, so I'm going to steal a great war. This spy in Gorgo's capital is just running the table. It's hilarious. All right, now, thankfully, this combat here, I need one more, and I can promote this unit. So I'm not as worried about them losing health, because I'm about to be able to promote them and give them something that will make it much easier for them to handle themselves out there. All right, looks like we found Nubia's border, which was expected. Let me also do a coastal raid. We gained some new population. I'm guessing that's in Apu. So this ranger will probably attack the field cannon and do some damage. Welcome to the World Congress. Begin voting. All right, so now this is a pretty significant vote. Mercenary companies. Yeah, you know what? Let's just make... We could make units cheaper via gold, because we have a ton of gold income at the moment. But we could also make them cheaper via production. I like the idea of just making them cheaper. Yeah, let's try that. That way it's a little bit more contingent upon who's making a lot of money, and I bet Gorgo's spent a lot of her gold. Actually, we can see that, can't we? No, she still has 596. All right, fine. Production it is. Production it is. 50%. Oh, we can do an energy treaty. Let's make coal power plants cheaper for now. See if I can go all in on diplomatic victory points. I guess we won't put in too many points there. Okay, and we will vote in support of the World's Fair. Submit. Catastrophic eruption. Interesting. All right, so production, cheaper. Nuclear power plants are banned. Mansa Musa got some diplomatic victory points.
There are three things extremely hard. Steel, a diamond, and to know oneself.
Okay, so we just unlocked additional production per turn from the lumber mill improvement. Unlocks urban defenses, giving all of your cities an automatic 400 fortification strength. So Gorgo's already been enjoying that, but now I have that, which is nice. So next turn I'll finally be able to improve that oil. All right, the field cannon here is promotable. Although, truth be told, I kind of... Now I'm kind of wanting to withdraw with them. You know? I love the idea of having the extra combat strength when defending versus city attacks, but that's not going to help me right now. So yeah, I suppose let me back off with them and see if I can get them into Sais defensively, because I don't think... I honestly, the promotion that I've been talking about getting them, I thought that there was another promotion around the corner. I was thinking of that bottom promotion that gave them the additional attack. I thought they already had access to that, but we're still one off from that. All right, I'm going to start researching flight. That's another thing that could come in very handy. This great artist, though, is giving me additional air score right now. All right, Akhenaten, you are ready for some more. Oh yeah, look at how cheap military units are now to build. What about wonders? There are so many possibilities here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and train a Ranger Corps to merge with this level 4 Ranger. That's going to be a very powerful unit. Because remember, they're cloaked. And it's great. We're just going to call it cloaking. It's essentially what it is. Campus? No, not yet. Encampment might be a better idea for military training. Or industrial zone, for that matter. Ooh, yeah, I like the idea of an industrial zone in Swinet, especially one that... 2, 3, 4... I'll put one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it would actually benefit all of my core cities. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Let's put it here. Here's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to give the order to train a builder, because I want to get those woods and have the production available to me that I get from chopping down the woods. I can still build another archaeologist here, or I could just train another builder. Also a medic. A medic could come in really handy. Alright, so with this line infantry done, looks like we have some upgrades ready. Let's move you here and you there. And then I can do this. Your knowledge of combined arms has advanced considerably. Very nice. Alright, so now I have... Oh, this is perfect timing. I wasn't expecting this. How about that? Now I have 2 line infantry armies. Out of nowhere. Just need to be very careful with them. Exceedingly careful. Alright, now Thebes has this pike and shot ready. Tell you what, let's go ahead and move this pike and shot over, because there's a good chance that we'll actually need to have a unit over here for the coming fight. Field cannons, how we doing? I think I've got... Yeah. Let's train a field cannon here, because then this field cannon corps can be an army. This... Ooh, perfect timing. Hang on. Move you there, and move you there. And we'll have a bombard army very soon. This trebuchet army will be able to promote up to a bombard once we have the oil, which I can do next turn. So in the meantime, we can build another privateer, which will eventually, of course, be... I could just build a battleship. Screw it, let me build a battleship. Although, hang on. I think a harbor in Memphis is probably a good idea at this point. Let's go ahead and do it. I have lots of district building opportunities there that I haven't really taken advantage of. Yeah. So my religion completely controls a lot of this now. It's such a shame that Gorgo managed to hold on to her golden age, though. Like, I'm shocked. I mean, we got Taj Mahal, not her. If anyone should be, like, holding on to golden age after golden age, it should be us. And she's pulling it off. We're doing it too, but she's definitely pulling it off. Okay, so I'm going to move this unit up to Edfu so that we can create some great works in this cultural center. We'll put you on standby, and then the privateer. Let's go back to our scout lens. Okay, not quite enough movement points left to coastal raid that. We'll do that next turn. Speaking of next turn, let's go. Her army is staying about the same strength. And I'm just looking at Ephesus going, that city is going to be mine.
Belief, but to maintain the apparatus of addiction.
Ooh. Field cannon unit available for promotion. All right. Now could be a good time to fire, but also... Yeah, I'm going to withdraw because they'll be able to defend a lot better from here. And I might even be able to buy a unit relatively soon. Hang on, we have a new governor tile here. Or a new governor title. Yeah, let's generate additional great person points in Akhetaten. Can't do anything about that promotion until next turn, so... Ideology grants the ability to construct an additional spy. Yeah, so this is the precursor tech, or culture option, to democracy, fascism, and communism. And I don't want to declare war on Gorgo until I have access to those. I have a much more powerful military than her now, though. Holy crap, look at that. Look at that. It's fantastic. All right, I'm going to keep these Inquisitors in place here. It looks like I'm now ready for my army. You don't stand a chance. All right, let's go ahead and take that oil. We're close to having the pike and shot army here. Field cannon corps here. Oh man, so many good things are about to happen. This is great. Oh. Field cannon army right there. Just ready to go. And that's going to be a machine gun before too long. I just am going to need to be... Oh, hell. Wait. I'm sorry, what? Medic! Nice. So the siege tower is no longer necessary as of this moment in time. I think I mentioned in the last episode that those are not going to be necessary for much longer. Or it might even have been at the beginning of this one. Great work. Anna Maria Jenkins and Thomas Jenkins. 1785 AD. Okay, now I can coastal raid.
Benjamin Franklin may have discovered electricity, but it was the man who invented the meter who made the money.
That is true. So we have access to the seaport now, hydroelectric dam, oil power plant, and the submarine, which we can convert the ship that we just used into. And also we can convert cities to oil power. I'm seeing lots of oil out here. I also have a hurricane that could kill my privateer if I'm not careful. Oh, hi guys. Fancy seeing you here. Good talk. Moving to turn 184. Montezuma has finished Torre de Belém. Okay. a number of barbarian naval units in this area. This is just going to be farming for this unit, which is nice. All right, the Ranger Corps is ready to go. So let's go ahead and give them... I don't think that's actually going to count towards anything because I'm about to merge them here. Oh my god, it did count it. Oh my god. Oh my god, it did count it. So now that's an even unspeakably more powerful unit. Did not see that coming. Pike and shot is done. Oh my goodness. Great musician. City ranged attack is available. Alright. As much as I want to use that, first of all, let's go ahead and promote combat strength when defending versus city attacks. Yes, absolutely. And now we're going to use this to do some damage to those guys. We have a builder that's almost done, and we can use them to improve that oil. We have 3 oil at the moment, so not enough gold. Very soon we'll have enough gold, though. Ooh. Do it. There's our first infantry army. Much more powerful melee-wise. Somehow our army is weaker now relative to what it was a moment ago, which is baffling, but I'm looking at what else I need to build militarily. Let's go ahead and build the stock exchange. If I have a little bit more gold per turn to get some of these upgrades done and additional units built, I can't complain about that. Remember, when we attack Ephesus, we need to take its military academy first, or rather its encampment first, including its military academy. So that's going to be a goal of mine. Okay, so... oh my god, perfect. Check this out. Alright, so Swinet was going to build a district here, right? Let's go ahead and chop down those woods. And now I want you to take that production you just gained and build that industrial zone right there, and it'll be done in 2 turns. How about that? That worked out. Now, Apus still does not follow our religion, sadly. So they do have a housing issue. Seaports provide some housing. Sewers provide some housing. The seaport would honestly be better to have sooner. Yeah, let's go ahead and just get a seaport going. It's going to take 10 turns, but it'll be done reasonably soon. Alright. This great musician currently does not have... I don't have any building where a great musician can be accommodated in my territory, which makes me sad. But this great artist, on the other hand, portrait of Johann Joachim Winkelmann, 1790 AD. That's our current game date, by the way. That's not the date that that painting was produced. It's 1790 at the moment. Oh, we're 38 minutes into the episode. Where does time go? What even is time? Didn't even see that. Okay, well, it looks like we are at the... we might be at a semi-good stopping point here. So let me take my privateer, move them away from this storm. Oh, hi. I remember you. Finish off that unit, which we attempted to kill before, and go to the next turn. And this will be a good stopping point, I believe. This war for Ephesus and potentially other cities is going to be interesting to watch. Also, this ironclad utterly dominating all these units is going to be hilarious to watch, too. Your progress towards suffrage has advanced considerably.
If you can walk away from a landing, it's a good landing. If you use the airplane the next day, it's an outstanding landing.
Indeed. Receive tourism on all improvements that provide culture. So this is an additional culture boost. So yeah, we're going to start needing to pay attention to this screen in coming turns. We're not seeing anyone progress on the science victory yet. And in terms of culture, it looks like Pedro is doing best, but Gorgo's right behind him. So we're just going to need to take a giant chunk out of her in the next episode or 2 or 3, and it's getting really, really close at this point. So let's see, we have this field cannon that I just built, and there's some additional... I probably just need to start upgrading as much as possible. Yeah, like this trebuchet, in another couple of turns, we'll be able to upgrade to an artillery. I have a bombard army right here that can upgrade to an artillery in 1 turn. So that's going to be handy for hitting Ephesus. Once we've got that artillery, I think that's going to be most of the effort that we need to make in terms of preparing for this fight. So another episode or 2 before we actually go to war, but when we do, it will be a proper war. Gorgo is still, by the way, at war with 3 other players. So this is going to be the moment to hit her. Even if those wars end, her army is considerably weakened relative to mine, and her army is almost certainly in another position where she can't really do much about what I've got going on. So with that in mind, let me go ahead and position this unit here, and we're going to start getting this bombard army in place to very quickly annihilate this unit here. And again, we need to promote it first, but good progress. Even if it's a little bit slow and methodical, it's going decently well. Let's move you up here. Also, having the medic in place will help too. But on that note, I'll go ahead and stop this episode here. In the next one, we should make our way through at least half of the modern era. Eras are starting to get a little bit longer as well, but in the next one, I think we'll be making our final preparations for the attack on Ephesus. I can see myself getting enough gold to upgrade a lot of these units and then finally just do it. Once Ephesus falls, Eritrea might fall of its own accord, as I've been saying, but we could have a shot at Sparta as well, so we'll just have to see how well the war goes and what kind of damage we can do with our current units. Because it could still go badly, but I'm feeling at least somewhat prepared now that I've built all these armies. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and additional perks. New episodes are coming out every day. Oh, hi. Every day at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.